Now we created a new string to apply to the label of the text view. Now in this week you can even use some HTML tags like bold, I can add some tags for italic, so we have a text label different from what a label has been put on the button, and we have assigned this a name called text label. So we'll just make the change. Instead of button label, this is now text label, and this has some HTML in it. So just see it on the emulator. So there it is. The text comes in bold and italic comes in italic. So these are some formatting tags. Not all HTML formatting tags can be used, but a few of them, if we require, we can use within the string that we assign to the resource. Next on the line, we can even assign the dimension to the text as to what size we want the font to be. So what we'll do again, we'll add a dimension. Okay, name is I'll say text size, and in the value we can give it any number, say 24. For text, mostly we use SP, scale independent pixel. So we'll just forget what SP or DP or what PX means. We'll just focus on the number. This is a 24 size font that we have, dimension that we have created, and to our text view, we'll just put down the size Android text size @ dimension, and then we put in text size. So Android text size, we have allocated the resource that we just created the text size to it, and if you can see how this changes the appearance of the text that we are viewing on the emulator. So this is size coming to this. Probably I think be comparable to what we are already using. So we'll just give it a small shake of size, say 10 SP. Oh, I think we also have a style applied to it. Text appearance. Just remove this. Let. So this is 10 SP size, and now moving it back to our original that we had created, 24. Let's see what difference this makes. Right. So this is how we can create a dimension, and we can assign it to any text size, to font, to to wherever you need to specify a dimension. You can use this resource as a value there. So this is how the 24 size comes as it was earlier, and we can see the difference when we change the value to 10. So next on this, let us create a new string array. Let us say a number of cities. Okay, so this comes here. Now we need to add items to this string array. Let us say add an item. Let us say New York. Okay, and I add another item to this array. Let us say London. Okay, and then another item to this. We'll say Paris. Okay, I'll add another item to this. We'll say Sydney, and any number of cities that we can add to this array. As you can see within the file, now this is the string array name cities, and it has all 4 as part of it. So this array has 4 items. The length of the array is 4. Now let us see how we can access all these variables or resources from a Java file. Now we've seen some of the values, how we can refer to them within the XML files. Now let us see how we can use these resources from the Java code. Now we'll start off from the first line itself, which says set content view r.layout.first layout. Now let us just have a focus on this. Now we have a layout that we created in the XML format called first layout. Now when we created this file, the r.java file placed this in a class called layout. I'll just in a moment see that. It placed this in a class called layout, a variable which is first layout. So we have a class R. Within this R class you got a static final class layout, so we can refer this to as r.layout dot first layout. So this is how we can refer our layout through the Java code. So this is for every layout that we create, there will be a int variable within the class layout, and we can refer this layout within a Java code as r.layout dot the name of the layout file. So this is set as the content view for this activity. So this is how we set the view for any activity, and this is how we refer to the XML file through the R code. Now similar to this, in case you need to access any part of this file, any component, any UI component of this file, let's say I need to access the text view. So I'll say text view TV is equal to text view. Now it's got a method called find view by ID. Now find view by ID, you can pass in the ID of the UI component that we had given in the XML file. Let's say for the text view, we have an ID called my new ID. So we'll find this view by that ID, r dot ID dot my new ID. So this is how we refer to any UI component within the XML file, and in case the component is there, it is returned as a view object. We can cast that back to the actual object type, that is the text view, and save it as with a reference called TV. So this is how we obtain references to the XML components within the Java code. We refer to the layout file using r.layout. We refer to any ID component as r.id. So now let us see how we can access any string or any string array or any color or any dimension. So let us first obtain the resources object. Anything within the res folder we can obtain through the resources object. So let us first get an access to the say a string. We'll access the button label, assign it to the text view, right? So I'll say string new label is equal to res dot get string r dot string dot button label. So as you can see, every different kind of resource can be accessed by that kind of resource with the R file. Now in case it is a string, we'll say r dot string. In case it's an ID, we'll say r dot ID. In case it's an array, we'll say r dot array. So the type of the resource that we have, you need to reference that kind with the R variable. So this is the new label. We can say tv dot set text new label. So here we go. So we have accessed the string, then we got the label. Now let's do another thing is we'll get the dimension also. Get dimension r dot dimension dot text size. Okay. Let us set the text. See what method we have in here. Text size is dd. So we've set that to 24. Let us make it say 34. And so we got the string, which is the new label. We got a new dimension. Just check it out if it's showing the desired results. So the font goes to 34, and the label, as you seen earlier, it was different. It's now coming back to the label on the button. So next we'll see how we can use the arrays, how we can use the colors, and how we can use another option we have is called a plural within the resources.